Welcome. I'm Diane Light. I'm a certified psychic. Today, we're going to talk about how we can make the changes in our life, in our attitude, in what we're going to be doing in the future. We have just ended the millennium of long time ago and beginning into the process of the new millennium of the golden age. What that means is that we're going to have the ability to have new energy come to each and one of us through our spirit and our soul from divinity. It's going to open up a part of our chakra that's in our soul base, our heart base, and also in our telepathy area. It's important to know that you're going to be able to get a power that's beyond your recognition at this time frame. That's going to help you to understand and use the resources that come from the essence of the true self. You're going to have your ego shrink. You're going to be able to have compassion and love come back so that you can work more toward the unit of humanity, family, friends. It's important also to have faith and trust during this time frame. A lot is going on in the world that looks like it's horrible, that we're never going to make it, that we're going to be destroyed, that we're not going to get any better. And that's okay, because that's part of the end of any process. As it starts to lose its power, which it is start to do at this time frame, there will be new individuals, new people that will be brought into the situation that will start making healthy choices, not for just themselves, but for all of mankind as well. The older people will not always necessarily continue on during this time, and many of those people that are corrupt and have the ego and think of only of themselves, they will somehow lose the power and they will be eliminated. Some of them will transcend on to the other side. A lot of scandals will come out, so a lot of them will decline. There's a lot of many different things. New ideas are going to be branched out of all the old ideas that aren't working, and they're going to start to work like they were intended to do. There's lots of resources that's going to rebuild our earth. There's lots of resources that's going to help us to build each and every one on the workforce. And there's going to be lots of sources that are going to move people around to be in the right place at the right time with the right circumstances to develop this new situation, the new energy, and the new movement of us being able to be as a group consciousness. I know this sounds kind of far-fetched or not possible. That's okay, because it's the beginning and most people don't understand anything that's in the beginning. It's always a little difficult. It's just like when you start to exercise, it's difficult. When you start to start a bad habit, it's difficult. So don't estimate or underestimate the power that is given to us at this time frame. We are being guided by angels that are close to us. We're being guided by angels that are on another level that are helping to straighten out the situation. And then we have the hierarchy of what they call a star nation that's going to come in and give us a different energy and move the planetary system around a little bit. That's why the earth is going to wibble wobble. Yes, we're going to have circumstances come in. Terrorism, it's there, but if we would leave people alone, and of course remember their consciousness is going to evolve as well. We are born on the level of 3 or 4 energy field. That's so we can have matter. And we needed to do that for the millenniums that we had to go through. But now we're going to lighten our energy field, which is going to lighten our DNA, which is going to make it possible that everybody's going to have the ability to heal a lot of aspects that's in their heart, their soul, their body, their mind. Also, there's going to be a part of the mind that's going to open up and allow us to have telepathy, which is going to be nice and going to be interesting and fun, so that we can sometimes come up with the same thought at the same time and not even be in the same place. But that makes the relationships easier, that makes work situations easier, that makes communication easier, and at first it's going to seem a little bit of mystical and maybe kind of coincidence, and not something that's normal for the process of life, like when you get up, you eat breakfast or you eat lunch or you eat dinner. It's going to become that normal within time. Next year, we're going to go into more and more power of that. So I would suggest at this time frame, if you want to develop that telepathy, if you want to go beyond just the intuition that you have and be able to rebuild your life and your family and the unit and everything that's around you and create the dreams and the destiny that you were intended to have in the first place, especially coming into this generation. And remember, the generation after us and after that are the ones that are going to really put the world together. Many of you are going to see the beginning of it. Many of them are going to see the middle of it. And a lot of you are going to see the total end of it, which means that it will be focusing and everything will become in balance. It's important to be joyous at this time frame, not fear, doom, and gloom. I know a lot of you are in difficult situations. You've had a lot of losses. Those losses, in some senses, was necessary because it changed a concept within yourself that needed to be changed in maybe ways that you didn't expect, and maybe you didn't even think they were supposed to be changed. But they were, and they are, and they will continue. The more that you open this aspect at this time frame, the greater that you will be given the power of the energy to make the movement. Everybody will have this same opportunity. Those that stay hard-hearted are going to have a very, very difficult time, and they're not going to get into the flow and be going in the same direction on the river instead of going down the river, which makes it easier. There'll still be some bumps and grinds, but it certainly is a lot better than going up the river unless you're a salmon. And I think that's kind of funny because they do work awfully hard to do what they're going to do, but that's their natural process of nature. Our process is not meant to be that way. I know that each and every one of you can go above and beyond any of these circumstances and open this door so that you can have the greatness that you deserve while you're here on earth. And we call this heaven on earth and in balance. And then someday you'll transcend to the other heaven, which is a higher vibration, and you will have more comfort in that if you start to do this process at this time frame. So until next time, I send you a lot of love, and my saying is, in love, light, and life, let's live and not survive. Until next time, have a good one.